I got a bag of free light bulbs today. My grandmother's cousin, the same one who gave me some old cables a while back, also has a bunch of old bulbs. And when we were talking about them, he mentioned that he couldn't get rid of them, so I said, well, you know, I'd be happy to take them. And he said, sure. So here they all are. Well, not, all of his bulbs, but... Oh, jeez. Alright. I honestly don't know how they survived being packed like this. But it's a good thing they did. We were just careful with the bag. Okay, first up we've got CFLs. This is an EcoSmart CFL. Unfortunately, it's 5000K, but it is a 100 watt equivalent. I've got an In::Vision CFL, which is a 60 watt equivalent, and I don't see a color rating on here. There is a Philips 40 watt made in Mexico globe or vanity incandescent light bulb. There is another of those In::Visions, again 60 watt equivalent, no color rating. And I believe this is a third one of those. Yep. And then we have a Philips made in France halogen. It's a 75 watt bulb, and it's frosted. It's got a unique shape to it. I don't remember what these types of bulbs were designed for. Could be an appliance bulb, like a refrigerator bulb. So that's pretty cool. And I see another one here that's not frosted. Oh, this one's a 100 watt one. He should be very bright. And there's another CFL. This is an EcoSmart loose tube bulb. Gotta be careful with that. It's unfortunately also 5000K, and it looks like this is a 60 watt equivalent. Okay, it doesn't feel like the tube's gonna pull out of there, it's just loose. And then we have a Philips very oddly shaped spotlight, 50 watt. Looks like the box is kind of old. It was made in Holland. All these light bulbs are usually made in unusual places for electrical things to be made, it seems. Patented new computer design. 35% more light where you need it. Philips Director, 75 watt, made in the Philippines. This is a 100 watt version of the same thing. I'm not seeing any kind of a date on here. But based on the look of the box, it could be from the 90s, I'm thinking. I've got a bigger box. 90 watt. Flood, 2500 hours. Halogen. Wider, brighter light, 1280 lumens. Let's see if I can get this open without ripping anything. There we go. That is a heavy, solid bulb. Here is another of those Spotlight 50-watt ones. Actually, let's just make sure the right bulb is in here. Oh, no. This is a standard globe type, or not globe type, a standard bulb type, and looks to be branded Abco. I think it's 40 watts. I think that's what it says up there. Made in China. And here is a standard bulb, 40 watts, soft white, General Electric, not GE, General Electric. So this could be pretty old. There's some corrosion on the base. And it was inside another of the 50-watt boxes for those Philips Spotline bulbs. Here's a box for a 30-watt one, which contains... Oh, this might actually be one of those. Yeah, look at that. That's the same. That's definitely what's supposed to be in there. 30-watt Holland. That is really neat. I'm going to have to try this out. So in that case, I think these director bulbs are not the kind that are supposed to be in here. So I'll just take them out. A lot of these have these blue light bulb stickers on there in varying positions. Here is a GE logo, General Electric, 100 watt, slightly corroded base bulb. And it was in a box for a 50-watt Spotline bulb. And here we have one last CFL, which is an EcoSmart. 5000K, 75 to 80 watt equivalent, I think. And we have a tiny Philips 50-watt 12-volt halogen capsule box. I think these would be for headlights. Is that empty, or are they just in here? Okay. Looks like there's one in here, and it's in plastic. Oh no, there are two in here. Cool. And lastly, we have a mini base bulb, which has some very grainy printing. Let's see if I can read this. Unfortunately, that is a negative. Looks like it says GE, though. Here is what it looks like. Okay, and for testing, we're going to use this GE 7-4285A, which has an appliance outlet on the side, controlled by a switch, since my testing power strip can't reach over here. I just found this thing at the thrift store yesterday. It was kind of pricey. It was $16, but it's a really cool unit. And the speakers don't sound too bad either. It's even got a cassette player. And it has its own light bulb, actually, which can do low or high. Oh, I did get it backwards. Okay, let's start with the candelabra bulb. Oh, jeez. You can never tell which way you're supposed to screw in things. Okay. Looks like about the same brightness as that 40-watt bulb. So yep, it probably is a 40-watt bulb. Either 40 or 60. I wish I could read what that says, but oh well. So we know it works, and let me get all these boxes out of the way. It feels like there is something still in this one. Oh yeah, that's the actual spotline bulb that is in there. So this is a 30-watt bulb. Yeah, of course it's gonna go in there. Okay, so I'm really excited to see what this one looks like, because 30 watts is going to be even dimmer than what we just saw. But of course, since it's got this special design, it will theoretically be a lot brighter in one spot. It doesn't look like it's all that much brighter to me. It certainly is bright right here in front of it. It looks a lot brighter on the camera. And it does light up some around the outside and the back of it. It doesn't get too hot on the top part though. Actually, it does around this silver part. That's nice and bright. Yeah, that's a 75-watt bulb. It doesn't specifically say this is halogen, so this might just be a reflective or floodlight-shaped incandescent bulb. This one seems to have almost like a bluish or dark gray tint to the glass. And this one's a 100-watt bulb. Quite bright, as expected. This is a 40-watt bulb, which doesn't even seem to be all that much dimmer than the 100-watt that I just tested, but probably it's because the 100-watt was pointing all of its light in one direction, or most of its light at least. This globe bulb is not going to fit properly there, so I'm going to have to hold it up. And that's pretty dim. Let's see what kind of a rating this has. I think it was 40 watts. Yeah, it is. This is, I think, 40 watts. Feels kind of dusty. That looks like a 40 watt. And this is a 100-watt bulb, also dusty, but on the top instead of on the... I think this one was used base up, actually. So on this one, the dust is on the top instead of the sides and back here. And they do have slightly different bulb shapes. This one's got a more pinched design. Here we go, it's very bright and I could feel the heat on my hand here. Now these, I'm interested to see, like I think I already said, exactly how bright they'll be. This is a 75-watt halogen, frosted. Looks like some kind of an appliance bulb. And it doesn't work. Well, that's a shame. Oh, that was not good. Oh yeah, I can hear it rattling in there. Well, I don't hear anything out of this one, so hopefully it'll work. And this is a 100-watt, unfrosted halogen bulb. So this should look pretty good. There we go, very bright. That lit up this whole side of the room. Nice. Okay, these Envision CFLs are all the same model, so probably I'll just test the one. But I wanted to see what color temperature they have. Good. It is a correct 2700K. And yes, I know it's not good for the bulbs to be turned on and off in quick succession. But I do need to get ready for dinner soon anyway. So to save time, I'm not going to test out the other two of those CFLs, and I'm not going to test the other two CFL bulbs as well, since those are 5000K. Oh no, actually 3. Those are 5000K, so I'm not even going to bother with them right now. So now let's see what this one looks like. This is a 90 watt, and it actually looks like there's a hole in the top. That's really interesting. It's wired directly to one of the bulb contacts in there. I've never seen one like that before. That's really odd. I'm sure it'll be plenty bright. Yep. You can feel the heat coming off of it. Wow. Okay, those were all of the bulbs given to me by my grandmother's cousin. I'm pretty pleased with these. I had hoped that these bigger CFLs would be actual 2700K bulbs that I like to use, but it's fine that they're not. After all, I didn't pay anything for these, so I'll gladly take what I can get. Thank you for watching.